Hi everyone! In today's video we'll be looking at the 4th week's milestones that you might notice with your newborn. This is the time when baby is really adapting to the cycle of day and night, and hopefully to your schedule as well. You'll notice that they're starting to develop regular sleep patterns by the 4th week. They may sleep as long as to 5 hours at a time. And it's amazing to realize that the baby has developed their own sleep and wake patterns during pregnancy. Now your brain's baby affects how he rests. So his sleep is different from yours. A baby can sleep for a longer time in REM sleep, which is when the heart rate and breathing increase and brain waves intensify and the eyes move under the lids. So you'll notice that when your baby's sleeping around the 4th week. And at this time, dreams occur for baby. REM sleep is lighter than non-REM sleep. So REM sleep is definitely essential for a baby's brain growth. And a great deal of learning and development really occur during this time. Research has shown that facial expressions associated with the release of hormones and chemicals is important in the brain development during REM sleep. Baby is still sleeping for about 15 hours a day. While baby is in this state of REM sleep, you may see him kind of sucking and moving their arms and legs, and you might hear her making sounds. And also baby is much more easily awakened at the 4th week mark. And they won't begin to experience non-REM sleep until they're about 4 months old. During the deepest phase of non-REM sleep, growth hormones are released in baby's body, and he's actually growing in their sleep. It's kind of neat and cool, but yeah, that's what happens. Going to sleep and waking up helps the baby bond with their parents while baby's falling asleep if they're separate from you. And when he's awakened and needs to be comforted, you should be there, and it reinforces the security of your presence if your baby does sleep separately from you at the 4-week mark. Now to talk a little about their senses, developments around that area. Your baby's color vision at 4 weeks isn't fully developed yet. That doesn't mean you should avoid colorful objects, because you may have heard that babies see black and white the best, but bold colors and simple shapes can be stimulating for them. So toys that include music and movement and colors are also enjoyable at that 4-week mark. The distance at which they see things clearly has increased from that 8 to 12 inches to about 18 inches, but now at the 4th week. And baby's eyes are coordinated most of the time. You'll notice that their eyes are starting to follow objects. See, if you did this, your baby wouldn't have been able to follow that when they were before 4 weeks usually. But at this stage, they will be able to follow them. Their favorite object to still look at is your human face, so don't put them in front of a TV or anything at such a young age. Make sure you give face-to-face interaction, especially at the 4th week. At this point, they'll even start to focus on features on your face. Maybe it's your eyes, your nose, your mouth, whatever it may be. And often it's toward the edge of the face. So such as the chin and ears, actually where they focused before they focus on your eyes, nose, and mouth. And your baby will love seeing your expressions change, peekaboo. Just going from a smiley face to a surprised face is also much entertaining at this stage. From a physical development perspective, they'll be able to roll part ways to the side now from their back. And when they're pulled to their kind of the sitting position, they might be able to hold their head in line with their back now. So they're strengthening those muscles. And from a senses and reflexes perspective, they're able to grasp an object when the fingers are, pried open. they quickly drop. And from a mind development perspective, they start to remember when objects to reappear within a couple of seconds. So they'll start to remember the peekaboo, the person that was behind the arm. They're beginning to sense and understand that. They might start to make that sound when they detect or notice their parents' voices and hear their parents' voices. So look out for that. It's very important. An exciting moment for parents. And from a social development perspective, they might start to clutch onto people that they're holding, that's holding them. They might make throaty sounds, but this kind of wraps up the things that you'll start to notice by week 4. And as I mentioned in the previous videos, some of these things your babies might have started doing as a 3rd week or their 2nd week. Others might not get to some of the things that I mentioned by the 4th week. Maybe it's the upcoming 5th or 6th week, and it's very unique to each baby. But these are just general overall common things that we notice when a baby hits their 4th week milestone. So I hope that was fun to listen to, and hopefully you learned something new. And if there's anything that you've learned when your baby hit 4 weeks and some kind of major milestones that you notice for your baby, please feel free to share it down in the comments below. Thank you.